Hello dear students, wish you all very good morning. Today we'll proceed further with chapter 2, that is playing robbers in the adventures of Huckleberry Finn in your English literature. Welcome you all back to here. Well, so far we have started in chapter 2 that Huckleberry and his friends went on with that playing of gang of robbers, but the gang never committed any murder or robbery. Okay, the gang is only pretending. Okay, pretend means showing, assuming, showing false appearance. Clear? And 3 and 4 months have already passed, and Huckleberry is in school also. But what he has learned? Only to recite, and that is also wrong, multiplication table. That is 6 times 7 is 35. Means he is not interested in study at all, and he gives up the study. Okay, he leaves the school. After that, one day, when he is at the breakfast table, he mistakenly hits a salt cellar, and salt cellar falls down. And seeing that, Miss Watson scolds him a lot, and he is in bad mood and feeling very sad. So he jumps over the fence, his wall, and goes on the other side, and there he finds snow. Actually, the earth is covered with snow, and there is an inch of fresh snow. And there he is surprised to find footmark of a person, and he recognizes that that footmark is of his father only. Okay, because he only wears a nail on his left boot. Okay, only to drive off devil. Huckleberry knows quickly that his father must have heard, okay, of Huckleberry's richness, and he must have come to snatch money from him, because his father is a great drunkard and he wastes money, okay, on drinking. But this time Huckleberry is determined that he will not allow his father to waste his treasure, means money. So he sells all his money, whatever he has given, whatever he has invested, to Judge Thatcher. Okay, and just as a minimal amount, $1 that time. But Judge Thatcher is also very helpful. He understands what Huckleberry wants to say. So he agrees and gives Huckleberry $1, and also tells him that whenever he is in position to take back his property, he may. But only by paying the same amount, that is $1. Okay. Huckleberry does that. He only wants to show that he has no property at all with him, so that his father will not snatch the money from him. Okay, he'll tell his father that he has already sold his property. Now, see what happens. That night, when I lit my candle, I went up to my room in Widow Douglas' house. There sat Pap. Pap is Huckleberry's father. When he goes to his room, okay, he finds his father is sitting there. I used to be terribly scared of him. Okay, he is very much frightened of his father. Why? Because his father beats him severely. Clear? But when once he was beaten means badly, from that time, he is no longer frightened of his father. Look here. But after the first jolt, now I felt no longer scared. Jolt means beating. Jolt. Okay? That is beating. He is no longer frightened of his father. Now here description of his father has been given. So he is 50 years old and he looks very frightening. Terrible means here frightening. And unpleasant also. Terrible means unpleasant also. Terrible. Unpleasant. Pleasant. Means very bad. Why is very bad? Why does he look very bad? Because his hair is very long. It has never been combed up. It is completely tangled. It's completely, okay, messed up. Tangled means messed up. Girl. That is messed up. He has worn actually very old and torn clothes. That is rag. Rag. Very old and torn. Okay, very old and torn. So rag clothes. Now, so he is just standing in front of his father, his pap, looking at him. And he was also sitting there looking at Huckleberry. Why aren't you a little dandy now? Dandy means fashionable. Okay. Dandy, stylish, fashionable. Okay. Fashionable. Smart also we can say. Smart. Handsome. Clear. So his father is taunting at him that he was looking very handsome. He's wearing very good clothes. That's why. He says that a bed, a looking glass. Now he is describing all the things which Huckleberry has got from Widow Douglas. As there was a bed also, looking glass also, and carpet on the floor, and your father's got to sleep in the street. Okay, but his father is sleeping in the street. That's what he is just mentioning. That your father is suffering and you are enjoying the wealth. Now you can see he has only come to take wealth, snatch wealth from him. But I will have you strengthened, and before I am done with you. And they say you are rich. He says that people say that he has become rich. That is why I have come. Now he has cleared everything. He has come only to snatch money from Huckleberry Finn. Okay, what we have discussed earlier. But Huckleberry denies that he has any money at all. He says that you can ask Judge Thatcher. He'll tell you the same thing. Okay, I don't have any money. Alright, I'll ask him and I'll make him pay up too. How much do you have in your pocket now? Hand it over. And he says, his father says that he will talk to Judge Thatcher and he'll also teach him the lesson. Means pay up to. Pay up to means teach lesson. Okay. How much do you have in your pocket now? And he asks Huckleberry to give all the money to him, whatever he has in his pocket. I have only $1. And you just sell it out. Sell it out means give it. Shell it out. Give it. Okay. Huckleberry knows that his father will waste the money on drinking. Okay, you know. So he says only he has $1, and his father even wants that money as well. Okay, and next day, what happens? His father is very much drunk. Means he has bought wine from that money. Okay, what Huckleberry has given him. Then he goes to, having drunk, he goes to Judge Thatcher's house and threatens him a lot, frightens him a lot. We try to bully him. Bully means force to give something. Give something by frightening. Okay. His father, under the influence of liquor, goes to Judge Thatcher and he forces him by frightening him to give the money, whatever he has of Huckleberry Finn. But Judge Thatcher is not frightened. Judge Thatcher denies completely to give any money to Huckleberry's father. And then Huckleberry's father promises that he will drag Judge Thatcher to court and he'll have to give the money. Okay, then he runs away from there. Well, dear students, in this way we have finished chapter 2, playing robbers in the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Thank you very much, dear students. Thank you for coming to this session. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye.